morning, Lagos. How are you doing? Once again, welcome to our talk show, Monday mornings, where we talk the things that matter to you, the things that bring opportunity to you, and the things that give you value. Niyi Adeosun is an export coach, as some people like to call him, an expert coach. He'll be joining me this morning on the show. Good morning to you, Niyi. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning, Femi.
It's a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Thank you very much.
I can't wait for us to get going. Razak Olaigbe is producing, and this morning, at a time when oil has become a financial, how do you say it, a cause of economic concern, where we've gone into a period called the post-subsidy era, and things have gotten harder for most people. It's become pertinent that Nigeria Info, in our typical tradition, find new ways of giving opportunities and values to people outside of the oil sector. And every Monday morning, I will be here alongside my friends Niyi Adeosun and Razak Olaigbe, brilliant minds in fields you'll understand as we go, to talk other opportunities, including non-oil export and opportunities, how you can make money, whether you are mighty or whether you are small. And we'd also talk fintech and other stories around those peripherals. So let's go. I said at the onset, Razak, thank you very much for being here with me this morning.
Thank you, Femi.
All right. Let me go to you straight away,
Okay.
Niyi.
Yep.
$4.8 billion buried in my village, in your village, in Razak's village.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How are we going to mine this money?
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity, right? So, like I said, the money is there, okay? People have worried about, they've been much more worried about coming into the city area, right? To be able to come and earn a living. But we're saying that across all the geopolitical zones in Nigeria, there are loads of food, there are loads of agro-produce and solid minerals, all right, that people can actually take advantage of. So there's nowhere in this country you don't have somebody who, no village in this country where you don't have people doing something that is useful for the export market, all right? So when you talk about food, you're talking about, just name it, you're talking about crayfish, you're talking about, what do you call it, catfish, you're talking about just everything, just about everything, including manufactured goods, Milo, including Indomie, you know. Every of those things are exportable. So when you're looking at the fact that you're in the village and you're worried about what opportunities you have for yourself. In fact, we'd had this conversation about telling people that you should go back home, right? What are you coming to do in the city center, right? Nigeria has become a lot more difficult in terms of people's earnings. And you must understand that there are a lot of opportunities in your backyard, like we're saying right now, okay? So you have all of those things that are, because if you look at...
And that backyard might be Ekpe, it might be Ikorodu.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when we say...
That's the fish region.
Yes.
You know, as far as you're talking about the likes of Ondo, the water side between Ijebu and Ondo. So there's a lot of palm oil going on in that area, and Gari Jebu. All right. So you don't want to imagine the number of Nigerians that are abroad, all right, where you can sell to people, you can do personal shopping, you can do informal shopping, you can sell to African shops. So the interesting thing is that we have everything in every part of the value chain to be able to teach. All right. We teach you from how to get the things, how to package them, how to get the market. Trust me, the sky is just blue. That's just to say what it is.
Interesting, because, on today's show, the topic for this first show is return to your village.
Absolutely.
Now, when you look at that topic, you might say, no, they are trying to chase us all out of Lagos. This has got nothing to do with that. Your village includes where you are from in Lagos.
Absolutely.
And I am uniquely blessed because I'm very mixed from a Nigerian context. I am part Akwa Ibom, I'm part Imo State, I'm part Ogun State.
Wow.
And my parents met in Ibadan. I was raised in Ibadan. So Ibadan is almost like first home to me.
Interesting.
And
So
in
which
recent
village-
months.
So which place will you go?
Now, I have, so yeah, so I have the option of going to many of these villages. But what I've done in the most recent times is that I've started from the closest, okay, not the closest, but one of the closest of my villages, which is where, my family raised me, which is where I know more than anywhere else, because I know Ibadan like the back of my hand. Unfortunately, I'm not in line to be Olubadan, but I know the place, and I have gone back to my property there, and I'm saying this not because I'm on air. I'm saying I was talking to the CEO of my organization, and he was asking me what my interests are. Where do I see myself in the next few years? I said, on a farm. And he started laughing. What is wrong with you? I said, yes, that's all I want to do.
Absolutely.
I want to farm. I want to sit on a farm. When I'm retired, I don't want to, there are some things that don't interest me. I don't want to run a multimedia empire. I just want to sit on a farm.
Sit in nature.
And sit in the midst of growth.
Absolutely.
See fish,
Nurture.
see cows, see goats. I just want a small, if I can't afford a big ranch, I can afford a mini ranch.
Absolutely.
So already it's not something we are just saying, it's something that we are leading by example. Now, the obvious questions in the mind of people, when people say, oh, there are opportunities in your village, things you can export, people are like, what exactly? And where do I find the money? Is exportation for, that's so easy. Do you understand? So what do you say to those people?
So thank you. So I need to clear that myth, right? So when you tell people about export, they think you need all the millions, to be able to do export. Let me shock you. You can start export with as little as 50,000 naira.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. With as little as 50,000 naira, you can start export. Do you know what you can export with 50,000 naira?
Tell me.
Kuli kuli.
Wow.
Kuli kuli. I'm telling you. So the ordinary kuli kuli we eat on the streets is money. You got it. So you package kuli kuli, you get it branded. It's a snack. All right. There was a lady that said, "Ekono go on."
You have to be old to remember Ekonogo one.
So, yes.
I do. And I feel really old.
So a lot of young people don't know what Ekonogo one is.
Yeah.
You're right. So we grew up eating something called Ekonogo one.
Local
It was a
local
local
candy.
candy. It was a local candy.
Yeah.
There was a lady that said they should bring it to her in Canada.
Really?
Yes.
And it's very raw, so it's brown. It's like melting sugar. It turns brown.
Like
and
honey,
they put it.
honey and something.
It's a Konogo one because
Exactly.
it has a pointy edge to it.
Exactly. You remember it.
Yes.
So she was remembering and saying that, look, that she's not had it in a long time, that somebody should help her, right? So now...
by the way, if you're not Yoruba, a Konogo one literally means Gowon's fingernail. Like a finger or fingernail. So
that's what it
so
is.
imagine what the sweet looks like.
So when I said that you can do export, let me tell you, people worry a lot. People think that there are high fallopian things that are out there. No. All right? Export is the fastest way for you now with minimum capital to earn a living for yourself. And guess what? You're going to earn money in foreign currency. Okay? So your kuli kuli is there. We'll teach you how to say, okay, you're going to be able to get your packaging done, how to be able to, to export it into shops in America, into shops in Canada, and all that. But I can tell you for free that there's no better place to be. I mean, I don't like the fact that we talk about our currency depreciating as much as it has depreciated, all right? But our reality on our faces is, if there's anything you should do now, look, imagine yourself just doing a couple of cartons of kuli kuli. And at the end of the day, all right, you can imagine the amount of money you can make, you understand, by virtue of the fact that money is going to come in foreign currency. It's a good time. It's a good time now.
Brilliant. This is going to be brief, and to be honest with you, we got barely just about 10 minutes to do this. So my head is going in multiple directions.
Okay.
You just said things like kulikuli are exportable.
Very.
Ekono go on, which was very local candy, crude. That is local candy. That the memories of Ekono go on is from my childhood. I doubt that you'd find it anywhere else, whether anybody still makes it. And I even remember tabataba. You don't know tabataba?
Yes.
Which was another form of candy.
Absolutely.
I think that one was more like the northern Nigerians who were at the heart of it. There was the hardened candy. There was the softer one that felt like chalk.
What of goody?
Goody. All these things.
Yeah.
So okay, we are going far.
Yeah.
But right now, are you telling me that I have 50,000 naira, and then, say 50,000, 50, 100,000, or 200,000 naira? I can export stuff that is readily available in my immediate locality.
Absolutely.
You may not get those raw things in Lagos, right? So which is why we are saying probably go back to your village. Whether it means going there to visit. Give a rundown of the kind of natural things that are in high demand, that are exportable, just before we talk about how do we do it. I have 50,000 naira. I'm not registered to export anything. There's a whole lot. So
this is the rule. The rule is make sure you want to export something you have large access to.
Okay. It's a numbers game.
Yes, something you have, because look, these things are things they consume. Nigerians are everywhere in the whole world. All right, you can have stuff to send to Sweden, to Netherlands, to Croatia. Nigerians are everywhere. So once you know that you have access to a particular thing, look, when we started talking about having this program, what have I been doing? So I schooled in the north, right? And I said, look, this is about the time. And there's a lot of growing going on in the north, right? I had to start aggregating people, all right, who do all manner of stuff, all right? Shea butter, ginger, cashew, processed cashew, corn flour, maize flour. Look, so because a time will come, people tell me, oh, look, you want to export something? Oh, how do I go about it? You understand? I say, look, the suppliers are available, right? Because you have, so the value chain is just long.
Okay.
Oh, you have money, you don't have what to export. We have people that will produce, that will give you things you export. There's no problem.
Okay.
Right? You have access to some things. You might be from Uyo, for example.
Yeah.
The best crayfish is from Oron. Nobody can argue that. If you want to talk about the best crayfish, the cleanest crayfish is from Oron. So everybody knows Oron crayfish. It's become a brand. So I was thinking in my head, I said, look, nobody from Akwa Ibom State should be poor. Yeah, because
I'm from Akwa Ibom State.
you are not even poor. You understand? So you are not even poor. So anybody from Akwa Ibom State is in a gold mine. You have periwinkle coming up from there. You have what they call it. You have fish coming up from there.
Palm oil.
You have palm oil coming up from there. Come on, it's a huge market. It's a huge market. So when people are saying they're buying and sending to people, if you have family members who are from that region, get them on the show.
All right.
Get them on the show, right? Because all of this program is about prosperity, right? We want to make sure that people move from their poverty, all right, into prosperity. Because what they need to get into prosperity, they got it. That's what it is.
All right. We will not talk too much. In fact, we will end it here today. Razak, you are a brilliant guy. Thank you for working with me on this project, for this production.
Thank you for having me.
A brilliant place to start. There is a lot of conversations to be had, but we'll be here Monday after Monday. I need you gentlemen to promise me you will be with me.
We'll be here.
Sure,
on Monday. Now, if the only thing I take from this is an opportunity for 2 people, never mind 200 people or 2,000 people. If 2 people can make something out of what they learn, from what they can do from their immediate localities, I will be happy. I will feel fulfilled. So we go. We are back just after the news next Monday, and we'll do it for as long as possible. If you have comments and questions, just 0912 171 2885. WhatsApp. leave a message. 0912 171 2885. Once again, 0912 1712885. All right, we'll be back here. And follow me on Twitter. I would open some social media handles for this so that everybody can follow as we go. I'm privileged to bring the best minds here in
guy
in my two guests. Until next week,
credit and data buy for this
have a
cashless
good
weather.
day.